And here we go again on my own. I just want to walk alone. Here we go again. And here we go. Look, I got the book out. This is one of those things that, like Nietzsche's sister, who, after he died, she took things and just released them, and they were things that weren't meant to be released. They were just ideas that he had, reactionary ideas. That's the best way to put it. Reactionary ideas. Somebody says something and you go, and you hear a conversation in your head and you see, what the fuck? And you write this down and you can see the way they're going and everything, and all of a sudden it gets found it's never meant to be fucking released into the public, and somebody, some sister of yours shows up and says, it's mine, and puts it out there when it was never meant to be. So I took this book out. This is from like 2009. I was living with Wilbur. And look, there's a t-shirt idea. It's written on it. There's a t-shirt idea. It's they're what do you call it? Initials to the I Think It's Funny guy t-shirt brand that I was planning on doing. $30,000. That's the front. It says, I think it's funny, guy. And on the back it says, I cry bullshit. There's a t-shirt idea. That's 2009. I was crying bullshit before we were ever even fucking up to our necks in it. You said it was neck deep. Josh breaks his ankles after Stosh jumps off, and he said, I didn't know you were gonna jump fucking feet first. You guys fucking edited me. That's one that's written there, and there's a picture of a bear. It's the name of a radio station up in northern Michigan. I was in the garage at Wilbur's, and the radio thing came on, and I called in, talked about Michael Jackson and jugglers. And when they played it back, I won something. I don't know, they sent me something. I said, you fucking edited me. So I wrote that. That was 29 March of 2009, 5:27 in the afternoon, 17:27. Oh, and there's one. Oh, this is a Judas reading. This is a Judas writing. I'm gonna have to think about this for a minute. Yeah, about 12 seconds will do. These are the days of love and hate, the pent-up truths we no longer negate, the sleeping rage that slinks with life to tear down a world that's suddenly rife. Rife for a reality that'll burn up the bits, to gnash at the chunks which char on the spit. That was Monday, 1 June 2009, 9:15 in the morning. Probably should have been at work. And then there's a follow-up to it right there after that. It seems to be sequential, so I'll read it. Rife for a reality that'll burn up the bits, to gnash at the chunks which char on the spit. Monday, 1 June 9:15. Into the days of hatred and love, fairy tale lies are no longer enough. We get them, we let them take power, and with it our trust. They took our green world and turned it to rust. They've taken our souls, we sold them for cash. And now we're worth nothing since the last crash. You know I can see. You know I'm not blind. I see this thing in me. I see that it's mine. Notice the last crash. I just talk about, that's that same day, Monday, 1 June 9 at about 9:15 a.m. At 11:34 a.m. I finished writing that second part. But you remember I just got done saying I should have been at work Monday morning at 9:15. But there in that second part of it tells me the crash, they took our green world and turned it to rust. They've taken our souls, we sold them for cash, and now we're worth nothing since the last crash. That was right when the next presidential people came in, and they had to deal with the shit that the people from before them left. It's like, it's only 6 months in, and they're gonna blame this guy for the way, there was no work. Nobody was building anything. Everything was falling apart. There it is. It's like we always talk about, nobody remembers history. Well, it's right here. It's right here. All you gotta do, write down what you're thinking. You can see how it's going from 10 years to the next. 98.5 DJ. We'll talk a little bit. Guest speaker talks slow. Talk show host. Catholic radio on the gospel message. Fox, to my house is dark and my thoughts are cold. Santana. Look at that. Everything relates. All you gotta do is be able to see how it connects. Go outside and throw a rock at somebody. I don't care. Catholic radio, 92.1 FM. Monday, 8 June 2009. That was a priest that said that. He said, go outside and throw a rock at somebody. I don't care. And there are exclamation points. He must have meant it. Wow. Ignorance is bliss and stupidity is never wanting to know. What happened in Tibet wasn't the only factor. It was merely the final link of a chain. That was a quote by Frederick Brown talking about Armageddon. And I say, nothing special. I get things merely became, my eyes are sometimes open. There's your Judas reading for the day. It seemed a decent time to do it. Because if you want to hypnotize yourself to sleep, just turn off the visual and listen I can knock you out with a fucking word.